Hi, we're headed to LBJ Natural Grasslands, kind of on the north side, just outside of Albert, Texas. We're going to a piney wood area to set up camp, and I'm using my side boxes for the first time to go camping. We're loaded down. When I get home, I'm going to weigh all three of these boxes, my top box, my two side boxes, and I have a large bag on the back of the seat. So we are MotoGlamping, so that means full maximum comfort. Screw the weight, screw the pack size. We're going all out comfort. This is probably max comfort I'm going to get. Once we get to the campsite and set up camp, I will show you what max comfort MotoGlamping to me is all about. Hey, welcome to Wolfman Moto 660. Welcome to my MotoGlamping setup. All right, let's take a look around. Okay, so first of all, for MotoGlamping, we have the Big Agnes Wyoming Trail 2 tent right there. So it does have a garage that the bike can fit in. We're not due for any moisture at all, so I'll probably just park the bike behind the tent over here somewhere before we go to bed tonight. But look, you get two big doors, and if you're not using it for a garage, you can use it for a huge vestibule. So you can cook, hang out without being in your tent. During wet weather, it's pretty nice. Also, you can make awnings. This other flap here can make another awning if you had some more tarp poles. I might need to pick up another set of tarp poles. That might be kind of nice to, when it's really sunny sometimes, get some extra shade on us. All right, so I did purchase the floor mat. I thought it was just for the tent area, the two-person tent area, but this is the first time setting it up. The tent floor mat, man, what is that? The ground sheet. So the tent ground sheet, the first time I used it. I didn't know it was full all the way the whole tent. I thought it was just the sleeping quarters part. That was kind of a nice surprise. But if you're gonna park the bike in there, I would suggest pulling the anchors out over here on this and just stuffing it up under the sleeping quarters. I don't think you wanna get your tire on that stuff. So it is breezy today. It is 84 degrees right now. It's supposed to get down to 64. So we do kind of have the tent opened up. We got the side vents open. I got the back opened up. So this is the back entrance. So if you're using the garage full of stuff or your bike's in there, you'll want to use this entrance here. Other side vent open. I got it all guyed out. Very nice guy out points. 2 points with one guy out
on the front corners, and then it's a tri-point here with a one stake guy out. Very nice. Back here has large diameter poles, so it may flex a little bit in high winds, but it's going to hold up very well. Let's take a look inside. This is the whole part of the glamping, if you will. So glamping to me is maximum comfort, and to hell with the weight and pack size, we go max comfort. But we are on the bike, so we do want to keep that pack size down and the weight down as much as we can. So this is kind of a max comfort, lightest, smallest pack size that we can get. What I found currently so far. And we can still call it glamping because we have the new Big Agnes Goose Nest inflatable cot. So that'll get you off the ground 6 inches. And then I have Big Agnes. Oh, what is this? This is the Air Core Ultra. So I think that is a 4-inch thick. So we're getting about 10 inches off the ground here. That is super duper comfortable, and it's kind of cool. It has this netting that clips into place. It keeps your air pad together. We have a Sea to Summit pillow, and we're only going to get down to 64 tonight. This is a Zuby Lives down sleeping bag that I use as a quilt. It is good for about 30 to 35 degrees. So that is our sleeping setup. Now then, back to the vestibule / garage. We have our Big Agnes ultralight stool. So you can use that as a chair or footstool. We have our Big Agnes high back chair. Very nice. We have our Trekology fold up table. All right, so now you know what I mean by max comfort and glamping. So in my mind, glamping is you kind of going all out. It takes a while to set up because usually your equipment's kind of big and bulky and you have a lot of it, because you're trying to bring comforts from home out into the wilderness. So this is my MotoGlamping setup. This Big Agnes chair is super comfortable. I like the high back. You can lean your head back. The stool is very nice. I mean, you get really relaxed and comfortable. Your side table here, you can keep your drinks. You can cook on this. I did bring a stove. I'm not gonna do any fancy cooking, which is normally what you would do when you're glamping, but just a good old Mountain House meal tonight if I choose to have it. I had a pretty big lunch, so I don't know if I'm going to have the Mountain House meal, but I have it just in case. We'll be able to heat up some water and have that if we want to. It's chicken fried rice if we have it. So I brought a small cooler. I've got 3 or 4 bottles of water and a couple of Dr. Peppers, so that's going to be my little treat for drinks. And so it's not really sunny right now. We kind of got some cloud cover, but it's still 84 degrees here towards the end of February here in Central Texas. So anyway, the Aprilia Tuareg 660, I've had it a year. I've only done one camp out with it. It was here about a month or 2 ago, and I did use a different setup. I did feature this tent in a video early on in the channel. This is the first time I'm actually using it. And so my first moto camp was using the Haven Safari XL. I'll leave a link up here if you want to check that out after you get done watching this video. So for tonight and today, just a one-nighter. We're loading this down. We're loading up the bike, full on moto glamping. I wanted max comfort. I didn't really care the weight and the pack size. Like I said, I kind of took care of the pack size and weight previously already when I was shopping for these items. So like this chair and the footstool, I think is 4 pounds together. So that's pretty light. Most of these items are light. When you add them all up together, it does weigh quite a bit. I do have an adjuster on my rear suspension on the Aprilia Tuareg 660. And I think I went about 6 to 7 clicks to get it to where it wasn't kind of bouncy. Right now, I will put up on the screen how much everything weighs. I'm going to weigh the box with all the contents in it, each side box, the top box, and then the big duffel bag with everything in it. So tomorrow when I get everything packed, I get home, I'll weigh all that. But right now you'll see it up on the screen so you know how much all this weighs. I'm sure it's quite a bit. I will not moto camp like this all the time. There are going to be times where I don't want to carry all this extra gear and weight. Well, I think it's going to be about it for now. It's probably getting close to 4 o'clock. It's going to get dark, I think, around 6:30. I think I'm going to go hang out in the hammock for a bit. Take another look at my 2022 Aprilia Tuareg 660. Here's my hammock. Very nice hammock. This is what we're fixing to hang out in. Oh. Well, we get a little bit of warm weather and all of a sudden it's just like all the insects, spiders and everything that you saw last summer and you didn't see during the winter time. I was just winter not long ago, like a week ago or something, and they're all out. They're here. Luckily there's no mosquitoes, so that's good. Ugh. But we got a bug net in here. We can zip up. We got a place for our phone up here. Oh. Oh, there we go. Oh, yeah. So here's the view from my tent. Wyoming Trail 2 from Big Agnes. Got a nice good breeze through here. Sun is setting. Nice view. Well, let's have a look around at this camp spot. This is a big spot. You could have multiple people in this area. And the road there is the same way across the road. Then down the road it's similar. There's a lot of camp spots like this out here. Multiple fire pit rings that people have been using. Gorgeous out here with all the pine trees. So right now it's about 7:15. Sun's pretty much down. It's pretty dark out there. I still have the side door open with the tarp poles. I have the big front one closed. Now we're just going to hang out here in the vestibule. It's a nice place to hang out. It's about 70 degrees. So not too cold, not too hot. Just right. Got a nice little breeze coming in here. It's still pretty dang windy. I don't think it's supposed to die down until about midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning. So I decided not to have any dinner. I had a big lunch, and it was kind of a late lunch, so I'm not hungry at all. I even brought some chips to snack on. I didn't even grab those out. I did have a Dr. Pepper and a water. I'm probably going to drink another water before I go to bed. But, yeah, we're just going to hang out in here and just join nature until bedtime. And then, man, we got a nice, comfortable setup in here with the goose nest. And so that air pad that I have, just it by itself is very comfortable. And then combined with that goose nest, I haven't slept on it all night, but I did test it at home, and man, it's like being on a cloud. I'm sure I'm going to sleep good, especially with the slight breeze going. And it's not too hot and it's not too cold. Slight Goldilocks is just right. Well, we got all the doors closed. Pretty windy out there. It's picking up. It's about 20 to 25 mile an hour. Not too bad down here, ground level. It's really nice having this big vestibule. I mean, I can stand up. My head touches. I do have to duck like that, but it's tall enough to change clothes and get up and stretch a little bit. But man, I'm all relaxed here. It's pretty nice. Nice setup. All this equipment on the motorcycle. MotoGlamping. Well, we're in the sleeping quarters here now. The wind is really picking up. We're about 25, maybe close to 30 mile an hour. We're still pretty protected here in this spot. Anyway, we're laying down on the goose nest inflatable cot and the air pad. It's probably maybe 68, 70 degrees. Yeah, not even cold enough to put a blanket on yet. So yeah, we're gonna call it a night here. We'll see you in the morning unless something interesting happens overnight.